My dear, I met someone who knows every secret you hide behind your silence. They see the cracks you bury beneath your smile, the shadows you pretend don't exist. Your story whispered in their eyes, louder than all the lies you told yourself. When they speak your name, it sounds like a prayer you forgot to say. Someone holds your scars like sacred maps, tracing every heartbreak without judgment. They understand the weight of your regrets before you even breathe them out. Your past lives in their gaze, and somehow it doesn't scare them away. They read your silences as if they were the loudest truths you carry. I met someone who knows the language your heart stopped speaking. They don't run from the darkness you hide. Instead, they invite it in. Someone understands the distance you keep, and still they reach for your hand. They know your broken edges, and instead of fixing, they hold space for healing. Your pain is not a puzzle to them, but a poem they want to memorize. Someone saw your fears before you could bury them deep inside your soul. They recognize the loneliness in your smile and wish to share their light. I met someone who doesn't flinch at your raw truth, but embraces it whole. Your shadows are their sacred grounds, where healing and love quietly grow. They hear the echoes of your lost dreams and still choose to believe in you. Someone sees the real you beneath the masks you wear to survive. They know your heart's language, even when it's written in silence. Someone watches your silence with tenderness, knowing it speaks volumes. Your fears, your secrets, they are not burdens but keys to your true self. They hold your past gently, like a fragile story needing a soft listener. Someone met the parts of you you thought were unlovable and loved anyway. Your soul's cracks are where their light slips in and stays. They don't demand explanations. They simply understand the weight you carry. Someone knows your pain isn't a flaw, but a passage to deeper love. They saw your tears before you wiped them away and stayed anyway. Someone learns your silence to speak love in ways words never could. Your history isn't a chain to them, but a bridge to your heart. They carry your scars like sacred letters, reading the story of your survival. Someone doesn't fear your brokenness, but honors it like a sacred relic. They know you've built walls, but they hold the patience to watch them fall. Someone sees the loneliness behind your crowded rooms and sits with you there. Your pain taught them love's depth, and they chose to dive in anyway. They recognize your voice, even when it's just a whisper of hope. Someone watches your distance with quiet longing to be closer anyway. They know your love is a battlefield, yet they come with open hands. Someone reads the chapters you hide and still wants to write more with you. Your silence became their sacred hymn, a song they never stopped singing. They see your fears as stars, guiding them through your darkest nights. Someone holds your brokenness like a fragile glass, precious, delicate, real. Your wounds told them a story worth fighting for, worth holding on to. They know the battles you lost and the courage it took to keep standing. Someone learned your language of love without a single spoken word. They don't judge the storms inside you, but dance with the thunder. Your secrets are not prisons, but doors waiting to be unlocked with care. Someone met your silence and heard the loudest plea for love and healing. They know the shadows that haunt you and bring light without fear. Your pain is a sacred path they walk beside you, never leaving. Someone holds your heart like a fragile bird, knowing when to hold and when to set free. They learn to read your sadness like poetry written in the rain. Your scars are stars in their sky, each one lighting the way home. Someone sees the battles you fought and still chooses to fight with you. They know your silence hides a symphony of unspoken love and loss. Someone heard the truths you buried deep and still chose to stay. Your wounds are not weaknesses, but the map to your deepest strength. They touch your brokenness gently, with reverence for the soul beneath. Someone met your storms and brought calm without asking why you raged. They see the beauty in your scars, proof of survival, proof of love. Your silence is their sacred song, a melody only they can hear. Someone holds your pain like a prayer, sacred and full of hope. They know the battles you hide and come bearing peace, not swords. Someone saw your darkness and offered a light that never asks for thanks. Your broken pieces are constellations they trace with tender fingertips. They hear your silence as a love language written between heartbeats. Someone keeps your secrets safe, like holy relics in a quiet temple. They know the weight you carry and carry it alongside you without complaint. Someone learns your unspoken fears and wraps them in gentle understanding. Your heart's shadows are where their love quietly grows, patient and true. They don't just see your pain, they honor it as sacred ground. Someone feels your absence as a presence, a call to deeper connection. Your brokenness is a bridge they cross every day, willingly and whole. They hear your silence and respond with the loudest love they can give. Someone met your soul's deepest wounds and kissed them with gentle truth. They carry your pain like a sacred flame, lighting the path toward healing. Someone knows the loneliness behind your eyes and refuses to leave you there. Your swords became their sacred map to a love unbroken by time. They learned your language of silence, speaking love without a single word. Someone stays even when your heart is a fortress built of fear. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. They know the stories you never told and love you more for the silence. Someone holds your history gently, knowing every wound is a word of truth. Your pain is a language they speak fluently in whispers and silences. They don't run from your darkness, but dance beneath your midnight skies. Someone sees your loneliness as a call, not a barrier to love. Your silence became their sacred scripture, a prayer they keep close. They know your brokenness isn't shame, but a sacred map to freedom. Someone carries your heart carefully, knowing it beats with fragile strength. They hear your unspoken love, a song only their soul recognizes. Your scars shine like stars in their eyes, lighting up the night. Someone holds your fears like prayers, sacred and unspoken. They watch your silence, waiting patiently to be your voice. Your pain is the soil where their love grows wild and free. Someone sees your wounds and plants gardens of hope in their place. They know the battles you fought alone and stand with you now. Your silence is a sacred dance, and they learn every step. Someone learned to love the parts of you you thought were lost. They hold your shadows with open hands, welcoming every part of you. Your heart is a sacred temple, and they kneel with reverence. Someone knows you better than you know yourself and loves you fiercely anyway. They hold your silence as if it's the universe's most sacred secret, never demanding explanation. Someone watches your pain and sees the fierce beauty of a warrior's heart. Your brokenness isn't a fault. It's the raw canvas where love paints its deepest colors. They learn to love your wounds, knowing each scar tells a story of survival and grace. Someone stays when your heart trembles, unafraid to catch every falling piece. They see the quiet battles in your eyes and fight alongside you without hesitation. Your pain hums a secret song they know by heart, even when you're silent. Someone meets your fears not with judgment, but with arms wide open. They read your soul's invisible ink and write back with fierce compassion. Your silence is not emptiness, but a sacred pause where love waits patiently. Someone carries your darkness like a lantern, lighting paths you forgot existed. They cherish your vulnerabilities like fragile treasures, not weaknesses to hide. Your scars are sacred scriptures they memorize, proof you survived the storm. Someone knows your story without a single word, seeing the truth behind the masks. They come for your soul's broken places and whisper, "You are enough." Your silence is a hidden ocean where their love dives deepest, fearless and free. Someone listens to your quiet cries and answers with a love louder than words. They hold your shadows tenderly, knowing light comes from the darkest places. Your pain is their compass, guiding them to love you more fiercely. Someone sees your loneliness and stays anyway, bringing warmth to the coldest nights. They learn the language of your scars, speaking in tender truths only you understand. Your broken pieces fit perfectly into the mosaic of their love. Someone meets your silence with a heartbeat, reminding you you're never alone. They carry your fears like sacred songs, honoring every unspoken note. Your soul's darkness is the night sky where their love shines brightest. Someone sees your brokenness and builds a sanctuary with their presence. They hold your pain gently, knowing it's the birthplace of profound love. Your silence is a secret garden where their love quietly blooms. Someone reads your soul's margin and loves the footnotes no one else sees. They know your wounds are not failures, but badges of your fierce survival. Your pain whisper a sacred truth, they answer with unwavering love. Someone watches your solitude and chooses to be your closest company. They hold your heart's storms and teach it how to dance in the rain. Your scars are constellations that guide their love through the darkest nights.